Good morning and welcome to AGORACOM Small Cap Stock News. It's Tuesday, January the 21st, 2014. I've done my morning homework. I've gone through a bunch of press releases and I've found the ones that stand out to me. I give you my insights during the show into what it was about the company's news that stands out to me, and then I also get into their stock charts and give you a little insight into that as well. I'm Alan Barry Labucan. I'm the chief market commentator for AGORACOM. And on today's show, I've got about 10 companies. We try to keep it up to around 10 minutes, so I better get started right away, and I'm going to try and keep it close to that 10-minute mark. The first company I wanted to talk about today is Rio Alto Mining. Rio Alto Mining had news out on their latest quarterly report. They had a record of, in the year two, they had a record production of 214,000 ounces of gold in 2013. They had various different numbers you can find there. They had a fairly low cost of production. And there's all kinds of information in there. You can find it in the company's press release. The stock today is down 2 cents to $2.39 on 1.9 million shares traded hands. Just looking at the stock chart, and this one had a bottom in early December, and since then has been on a very solid move. In fact, has spiked quite aggressively in the last few days. It's now above its 20, 50, and 100-day moving averages. The volume's pretty solid. This is a good-looking chart here. I'd be a little nervous about buying it right now. I think it could settle down to maybe the 2 to 225 range, but they look to be in a much better trend going forward. Next company is Detour Gold. Detour Gold reported their fourth quarter operating results and full year operating results for their Detour Lake mine, which is located in northern Ontario. They had gold production of 232,000 ounces for the year, and that was just slightly below it, just 7,000 ounces below their year-end lower-end guidance of 240,000 ounces. I remember that they had some problems with the mine during the year, so that's probably why, it wasn't for very long, but that's probably why they had that number. Just looking at the stock, it's down 34 cents today to $6.27 on 3.3 million shares traded hands. This chart has been getting better since late November. It's right now bouncing against the 100-day moving average. It's over the 20 and 50-day on good volume, so that's an interesting looking chart as well. This is one I'll be considering for the Friday best of the best in weekly news show. Next company up is McEwen Mining. McEwen Mining has received their environmental permit for construction of their El Gallo 2 project, which is in Sonora, Mexico. This is very good news for the company. I've followed this project pretty much since discovery, and now it's looking like it's moving towards production. Market really liked this news. They're up 13 cents today to $2.83 on 491,000 shares traded hands. This stock has had a very powerful move since its bottoming in December. It's strongly through its 20, 50, and 100-day moving averages on very good volume. I really like what I'm seeing with this chart, and definitely one I'm going to consider for the best of the best in weekly news show. MUX is their stock symbol. I forgot to give you the other companies. Detour is DGC, and Rio Alto is RIO. So again, McEwen is MUX on the Toronto Exchange. Next company up is Osisko Mining. Osisko Mining, the board of directors has recommended that their shareholders reject the Gold Corp's opportunistic hostile offer. Recently, there was an offer from Gold Corp to take over Osisko. I looked at the situation, and I think I agree with the board of directors. They have plenty of reasons why they think that this is not a good enough offer. For me, it's a long-term situation. Osisko is just early in their production, turning it from an explorer into a producer, and they've got a long future of being able to produce 500,000 ounces a year out of one of the lowest cost producers in the industry. I don't see how they benefit from how the shareholders of Osisko will benefit from being shareholders of Gold Corp instead of the company staying the way it is. So that you can find that on the company's website. It's hard to talk about the stock because there is a buyout offer on the table, so it's hard to give you any idea what the trend's going to do. OSK is their stock symbol. They trade on Toronto. I certainly, if they're not going to get taken over, I certainly think that there's a higher bid out there, offer out there that is more attractive. Next company up is Fortuna Silver Mines. Fortuna Silver Mines announced that they have step-out holes where they hit 3.5 kilograms per ton of silver and 15 grams of gold over a true width of 3.7 meters at their Trinidad North project, which is in the contiguous to their San Jose mine in Oaxaca, Mexico. Those are very good drill results. They've got a bunch of them that they reported in this press release. You can find that on the company's website. The market liked this news. Stock's up 17 cents today to $4.13 on 766,000 shares of trading so far today. This one has had a very aggressive move from its lows in December. It was trading at around 270, now over 420, and a very impressive move. It aggressively moved through its 2050 and 100-day moving average on very good volume. I think this one's got a lot of gas in the tank, and I'm considering it for the best of the best in weekly news show. FVI is their stock symbol. They trade on Toronto. Next company up is True Gold Mining. True Gold Mining had drill results out, and they hit 90 meters of 1.5 grams of gold at their Karma project in Burkina Faso, West Africa. They've consistently got some very good results at this project. I've been watching it for a while. Stock's up 0.5 cent today to 48 cents on pretty aggressive volume, 1.some million. What do they got there? 463,000 shares of trading. Looking at their stock chart, they bottomed in around November. Since then, they've been on a very aggressive and solid-looking move through the 20, 50, and 100-day moving averages. Kind of low on the volume side of things, but definitely a nice-looking chart there. TGM is their stock symbol. They trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is U.S. Silver. U.S. Silver produced 2.12 million ounces of silver in 2013, and they also gave their full year guidance for 2014 in this press release. It's got plenty of good data in there. You can find it on the company's website. USA is the stock symbol for them. They're up 1.5 pennies today to 47.5 cents. Just looking at the stock chart, and it's been on a very good move as well since it hit the lows in December. It's now got above its 100-day moving average on fairly decent volume. I'd like to see it stay above that for a bit to get the confirmation of the bullish trend, but it's looking very solid for USA. And another company I'll consider for the best of the best in weekly news show. Next company up is U.S. Oil Sands. U.S. Oil Sands has hired a company called Kellogg Brown for the project construction and management contract on their oil sands project in Salt Lake down in Utah. You can find more details on that. I like that news. The market is up a half a cent today to 14 cents on 149,000 shares of trading. Just looking at their stock chart, and they had a very good move in September from around a dime all the way up to 24 cents. They gave back a good amount of those returns, those gains, but they did hold some of them. And I think that they can now they've gone through a basing period, so they might be ready to move up. USO is their stock symbol on the Venture Exchange. Next company is Yangarra Resources. Yangarra Resources announced that they've completed 15 wells in 2013. They gave an operational summary and 2014 update and current production type of a report. You can find that on the company's website. The stock's up 2 cents today on 509,000 shares trading. It's trading at 61 cents. Just looking at the stock chart, and this one's been on an extremely powerful move since way back around this time last year. I really like what I see with this stock. I've talked about this one on past shows. It's recently gone through a basing period that lasted for about a month and a half and has broken out to the upside from that basing period. That's a very strong situation, and I like the chances for this one to go higher. I'm definitely going to be considering this one for the best of the best in weekly news show. YGR is their stock symbol. They trade on the Venture. And the last company today is Bank Island Gold. Bank Island Gold had drill results out from their project called the Yellow Giant Project in Prince Rupert, British Columbia. In that, they had their highlight hole was 19 grams of gold, 171 grams of silver, and 6.8% copper over 3.6 meters at the Bob zone. Very good numbers there. I like what I'm seeing with those drill results. I'm definitely going to do some more homework on this project. Market's up, stock's up a penny today on 61,000 shares traded to 49 cents. And on the stock, it's got a very weak stock here. Patchy trader recently had a very aggressive dip down. I have to do some more homework on this one because those are interesting results. BOZ is their stock symbol. They trade on the Venture Exchange. So that's a wrap on the news for today. Before making any investment decisions, it's important to speak with your financial advisors and do your homework. On that note, don't want to make the show too long today. So you have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.